I have a great big smile on my face as we welcome the brilliant Colman Domingo to the EE BAFTA Film Red Carpet. Because I said to him, Colman, I knew you were going to come correct.
You know I was going to come correct.
Listen, the fit is incredible, but let's talk about the art first, of course.
Yes.
BAFTA nominated for your incredible work in Rustin. Often in history, you know, legacies aren't always preserved in the way that they should be. And this is a story that possibly could have disappeared. So how important was it for you to say yes to this role and keep people talking about this man and learning about this man?
Everything about Bayard Rustin. Bayard Rustin was one of the most tremendous organizers that not only our country knew, but the world knew. He was a world-renowned organizer, you know, spirited to make sure that this world was a better place. But he was marginalized in the history books because he was openly gay.
Yes.
And it took someone like President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama and their production company to champion a film like this, directed by George C. Wolfe, one of the greatest stage directors and a brilliant film director. And of course, everything about it was a yes. It was like, how do I step into the shoes of this man who did so much for so many, and I wanted to give everything I could as an artist to tell his story and pull him out of the shadows of the history books.
Absolutely, because I think it's not an understatement to say that some of these stories really can get lost, can't they, without people, you know, bringing them to the big screen.
Absolutely, and maybe that's it too. I feel like I just really hope that maybe this is part of a great momentum to make sure that these other marginalized stories, people have their rightful place in history, that we center them. You know, we're always looking at, you know, whether it's people of color, whether it's, you know, other diverse groups and everything, sort of being on the margins of history. And I love the idea that we just shift the camera left or right and we find out that story of that ordinary person that was doing something extraordinary just because they believe that they can make this world a better place.
He truly was such an incredible trailblazer man. I know his partner is still with us, which is fantastic, and I know some of his friends are still with us. How much time, if at all, did you get to spend with them to just get to know who this man really was?
I've been able to become very close friends with Walter Nagel, who was Bayard Rustin's partner, and also with Rochelle Horowitz. Rochelle is, maybe she's watching out there.
Hi, Rochelle.
Hi, Rochelle. Rochelle is, like, she calls herself my Jewish mama.
Right.
But she was, you know, working with Bayard side by side. And really, they really just gave me so much so I can really help give his spirit. I wasn't really interested in mimicry of Bayard. Bayard was such a very outsized character in many ways, but I wanted to, you know, give some cadence to that, but also just show his spirit. Because I think his spirit was the thing that really just kept propelling him to make a difference every single day. He dedicated his whole life to humanity, plain and simple.
And that's what he needed. He was fearless, right?
Absolutely fearless and undaunted.
That's it. Now, Colman, we've seen you play everything from, I guess I could say, to reference 50 Cent, we've seen you play everything from a PMP to, we've seen your sister Fantasia tonight.
Yes.
We've seen you play Mr. You know, you really take us to so many incredible different places with the characters that you choose. What is next on your list to play that you haven't yet taken on? What is on your wish list? Because I know you love theatre.
I think I might need to play a superhero.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't that be kind of fun?
I would love that.
I feel like I got to get some superhero action stuff going on in my life. I feel like, you know, get more physical. I mean, I like to just challenge myself. So that's why anything that people have seen me do, I don't want to do another version of it. If I played the ultimate PIMP, or I played a great civil rights leader, I want to do something completely different. So I don't know what that is yet, but I'm excited about the possibility.
Hey, listen, Hollywood, British film community, give this man a cape, okay?
I need a
he
cape.
wants to save the world.
Cape and tights.
That's
tights
it.
too, that's
and
fine.
tights too. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
much. Have a great BAFTA. Congrats on nomination.
Thank you, my love.
Whoa! And he saved my life. And he saved my life.
You
and
saw
you know
it right
what?
here.
You can keep that in. Because he's a real life superhero.
There we go.
A real life
There we
superhero.
go.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.